Welcome back to our sweet art adventure, my friends. Today we're going to practice drawing more 3D shapes and use the elements of line, shape, form, value, and color. Since Valentine's Day is this weekend, I figured we would practice drawing some of these conversation hearts. Here's some fun facts for you.
Back in 1866, if you wanted to show some love, the sweetest way was via the Necco sweetheart. And for over 100 years, those sweethearts have been made in this very factory. It all starts with a little sugar. Actually, a lot of sugar, 900 pounds to be exact. It's all dumped into a mixing vat with cornstarch, corn syrup, various flavors and colors. The ingredients are slowly mixed together until they turn into dough. The dough is transported, divided, and fed into an extruding machine. There's a million ways to say, "I love you," but Necco keeps it short and sweet. In this machine, the freshly mixed dough is rolled into a thin layer and fed into a stamper, where special messages are printed using candied ink. Be mine, marry me, I do. Which line is your favorite? Next up is the cutter. A cutter assembly cuts the heart shapes out of the printed dough. We're partial to the hearts, but this candy used to come in all different shapes: baseballs, postcards, and horseshoes. Uh-oh, not to worry. Misprints and excess dough, called webbing, are put back into the hopper and re-rolled to make more sweethearts. A moving belt carries the heart through a drying tunnel that's been heated to 140 degrees. 150,000 hearts come through the dryer every hour. They're collected in trays and placed into a heated room where they continue to dry for another 8 hours. When they've finally dried, all of the colors are mixed together and transferred into a gigantic holding tank. That's 1 ton of sweethearts. This next part is our favorite, when these little love notes are all packed up and sent out into the world. Because whether you already have a sweetheart or are practicing some self-love, we could all use a little sugar.
For this lesson, you will need a piece of white paper, some sort of scrap paper or cardboard, a pencil and eraser, scissors, a Sharpie marker or something black to outline with, and something to color with. I used colored pencils for this lesson. The first thing you're going to do is create a heart tracer by drawing a heart about the size of your fist and then cutting it out. I traced that heart 3 times on my paper, a slightly different angle each time. You can make more hearts, but I'm going to show you 3 different ways to make the hearts 3D, so let's just start with 3 of them. On this heart, I'm going to start at the bottom and draw a little line straight down. On the left side, I'll just bring this line down with a curve and then make it follow the straight line of the heart so it goes right to the first line. On the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Sorry I'm blocking this. I'll just curve this line down and have it connect to the first line. Cool, it looks 3D. Now let's try another one. Start at the top and just curve here into the other side of the heart. Now, draw a line at the bottom that goes slightly diagonal to the right. Put your pencil on the curve of the heart on the right and bring that line down. Then make it parallel with the straight part of the heart. Let's do one more. For this one, I like to draw this bottom line going straight down. Then I just draw a curved line coming out and going parallel with the straight side of the heart. Then just do the same thing on the other side. Awesome! Now I have 3 3D hearts. Go ahead and outline your hearts. It's good practice going over the lines. To make the words, I used pencil and drew lightly and tried my best to center the words in the middle of the heart. You can write whatever you want on your hearts. A simple Google search of conversation hearts will show you plenty of options. Conversation hearts traditionally have red writing, but I didn't have a red marker laying around, so I used regular Sharpie. I used colored pencils to color, but you can choose what you'd like to use. I chose 3 colors and carefully and lightly colored in each with a different color. To create value or shadow on each heart, I just pressed a little harder on the sides. When I use coloring materials, I like to go slowly in one direction, then turn my paper or color in the opposite direction so that my second layer of color fills in all the white spaces. Remember, go slow, take your time, don't press too hard. See how I'm holding my pencil further back than I normally would if I were writing? That's because your art teacher has a tendency to press too hard when using pencils. When it's time to press harder, I move my hand down further on the pencil. I decided after I finished that I'd like the shadows to be a little bit more dramatic, so I tried to find a darker version of the original color for the sides of the hearts. Much better. You should definitely add some sort of background, even if it's just a simple pattern like I'm doing. Use overlapping to create space in your artwork. I added a frame around the edge by turning my paper and pulling my Sharpie towards my body. I feel like frames make our drawings look more finished, don't you? You don't have to color it all in, but adding a little color will make your drawing look more finished. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this super simple drawing lesson and had fun practicing how to draw yet another 3D shape and using the element of form. When you're finished, photograph and upload your artwork to Artsonia in the gallery called Conversation Hearts. I can't wait to see them. See you soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.